Hi everybody, I'm Bob.
Hey there guys, I'm Kelly. If you are brand new to our channel, welcome and thanks for joining us today. And if you are returning to our channel, thanks for coming back to see us.
Thank you.
So, we're back with Food and Booze Friday.
I know and I love it.
I know you do. It's fun.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Food and Booze Friday.
I love Food and Booze Friday too. So today we are going to bring you our top 3 picks for in-park dining at Walt Disney World.
That is available now.
Yeah, so there's still a lot of restaurants at Disney World in the parks and at the resorts that aren't open yet. So we are going to talk about where you can go at the moment.
Right, and believe it or not, we don't match on everything. So
we do have some differences.
Mine are better than hers, but
mine are better than yours.
No.
So are you ready to get into it?
I am ready.
Okay,
Let's go.
Let's start with Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom. Okay, my top 3 picks, and no particular order because I would do these. Well, I guess maybe.
I don't think I'm going to put mine in order.
No, I'm not. So my top 3 picks would be Pecos Bill, Skipper's Canteen, and Tomorrowland Terrace. And the reason I say Tomorrowland Terrace is because they are serving the food that you would normally get at Columbia Harbor House.
Mm-hmm.
And if Columbia Harbor, never mind, it's not open. So I go to the next best thing.
Right. Yeah, Columbia Harbor House is one of our favorites, but if you can get essentially the same menu at Columbia Harbor House that you can at
is it Tomorrowland Terrace?
Tomorrowland Terrace. Yeah. If you can essentially get the same menu from Columbia Harbor House at Tomorrowland Terrace, that's a good deal.
Right.
Yeah, because
there's just a few things that they don't have. They don't have the chicken pot pie.
Okay.
But they have the fish stuff, which I like.
And the fried shrimp and that.
Yeah,
that
all
kind
the
of
good.
Stuff. Okay. So what about your other
stuff.
2? Why did you choose those?
Pecos Bill is really good. I mean, it's always a go-to. I could go to Pecos Bill every time we go there because it's yummy. And Skipper's, I like the atmosphere of Skipper's. The price is right, and it's got exotic flavors, and I like that.
Yeah. Okay, so mine is just slightly different. My list is slightly different than yours. So my 3 picks are Pecos Bill's, Skipper's Canteen, and Be Our Guest. So I picked Pecos Bill's for the same reason as you did. It's got a lot of seating, it's quick service, it's got a pretty extensive menu at the moment where a lot of other places, have very short menus. And there's something for everyone.
Right.
Also, I picked Skipper's Canteen because, like you said, it's a sit-down restaurant. It's fun, it's got great atmosphere, and it's not too terribly pricey. And they have different flavors than what you would find anywhere else.
Right.
I picked Be Our Guest because for lunch and dinner right now, it is sit down and it's like a signature restaurant, so it's a prefix menu. The reason I put that on my list is because it's the nicest option right now at Magic Kingdom. For
if you want
dining,
that atmosphere.
Yeah, if you want that atmosphere.
And that kind of.
Yeah. And I was just there in October with my big kids on that trip, and it was actually really, really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was there, it was good. I just didn't think it was worth 2 credits. That's the only thing.
But right now, since they're not doing a dining plan, so
you just pay out of pocket.
And I thought it was well worth the price.
I agree. I think it's worth the price per person because there's some character meals that just cost just as much as that.
Right.
So
and buffets, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it was $65 a person. I'll put the price down below just so you can know for sure. But you get an appetizer, an entree, dessert, and a non-alcoholic beverage for that price. So I think it's a pretty decent deal.
Yeah, it's a pretty good deal for that.
Yeah. All right, so you ready to move on to Epcot?
Yep.
Okay. What did you pick for Epcot?
For Epcot, I picked Chefs de France. Always a go-to. Love Chefs de France. Beer Garden, and now they're doing like family style. You don't get to go to the buffet line, but they're bringing you everything that they would have on the buffet line if you want it. So, and they bring it to you in big platters.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of cool with that. I like that. And Rose and Crown. I didn't really pick. These are just like places that I know that I'm gonna get the good stuff, good food, good service most of the time, and so. I mean, that's where I would go for Epcot.
Okay, cool. Mine is, again, fairly similar to yours, but I picked Beer Garden, Leal Bakery in the France Pavilion, and Rose and Crown also. So Beer Garden I picked because the atmosphere is fun. They still have the entertainment right now.
Oh, cool.
The guys that do the bells and the big Alpenhorns. I heard they're still performing. Plus, if you're kind of shy with other groups, you do not have to share a table with strangers at the moment. So, you know, if it's only just 2 of you in your family, or, you know, 6 of you in a family, you get your own table. And plus, they bring it out family style. So just a little bit different than what it was before. Mm-hmm. And I've also heard that right now, buffet restaurants' food is excellent because they're doing it family style. And I think they have a little bit better, maybe quality control over the food doing it this way as opposed to buffet.
Yeah, you would think, because it comes straight from the kitchen rather than sitting in a buffet line.
Yeah, exactly.
In little warming pans and stuff. So.
Yeah, so that's cool. Plus, Schofferhofer.
Schofferhofer's always good.
I picked Les Halles Bakery in France. They're not a whole lot of choices as far as lunch goes. Some sandwiches and things like that. A lot of sweets. A lot of pastry items, but the quality is excellent. They move you through the line pretty quickly for a quick, you know, light lunch and maybe a sweet, you know, dessert or something like that. It's a really, really good choice.
Yeah, it was on my honorable mention.
On your honorable mention?
Honorable mention, because
Yeah.
I would, you know, that's, like you said, for light lunch, that's a go-to.
Right, and then I put Rose and Crown on my list also because it's good comfort food, shepherd's pie, fish and chips. The service is always great. We love the atmosphere, and plus coming into winter right now, if you need good like comfort food,
stick to your ribs.
That's the place to go.
Yep.
Plus sticky toffee pudding. Yes.
Can't never go wrong with that.
I know, right?
I love my sticky toffee pudding.
So you ready to move to Hollywood Studios?
Hollywood Studios.
Okay. What have you got?
For me, probably my first one would be 50s Primetime. Just because it's got like home cooking, you know, food. It's not like the regular burgers and fries and stuff.
Right.
Of course, you can probably get a burger, but you can get meatloaf, chicken, fried chicken, good, you know, stuff that
Mom's home cooking.
Good old American food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. What else do you have on your list?
I have Mama Melrose. I like their atmosphere. I think it looks really cool, like an Italian restaurant you would expect to look like. And of course, the Trolley Car Cafe, again, not much there, but for a light lunch or a light snack, they do have sandwiches that they can warm up, and they do have lots of pastries.
Right, so the Trolley Car Cafe, for those of you that don't know, is the Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, so that's where I would go, you know, for maybe breakfast or maybe for a quick lunch or something, grabbing on the way out of the park.
Yeah, they have some healthy options too, little fruit cups, things like that.
It's a good you know, selection of stuff. It's
Yeah,
just
it's decent
small,
for kind of grab and go kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So on my list, I also have 50s Primetime Cafe and Mama Melrose, but I also put the ABC Commissary on mine. ABC Commissary right now is just open for lunch only. We have not actually been there, but I just took a peek at their menu, and it looks like a pretty decent menu. They have several, probably like 6 or 7 entree choices, and they're a little bit different, like a shrimp curry or, you know, something kind of different like that, rather than just burgers and fries. So that looked pretty decent to me for kind of a quick service location. For us, Hollywood Studios is kind of the most lacking as far as food choices go.
Right.
But I also put 50s Primetime and Mama Melrose on mine. Again, 50s Primetime, good old comfort food. It's fun atmosphere. And then Mama Melrose, it's got a really good menu. And, you know, Italian food is always good. Service was good, both, you know, both times we've been there. So it's a good choice. Both of those are sit-down restaurants. So that's it for Hollywood Studios. Are you ready to move on?
We are cracking on.
I know, we're cracking on. We're ready to move on to Animal Kingdom?
Animal Kingdom. Okay, Animal Kingdom. My favorite in Animal Kingdom is Yak and Yeti. I love their selection. I love their flavors. You know, you can get good old, you know, burgers and whatever, but then you can get some exotic stuff too. Their duck ramen is probably the best I've had on property, period.
Right, you've had it a few places.
And I have had it a few places. It's really, really good. And they always have, you know, like sashimi, sushi. They have pretty much
like
anything
a
you can want.
tuna, yeah.
And it's always good. And the service is always good. They're always friendly. And I love that they're on property. I love that they're in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. What else?
I gotta go with Satuli Canteen. for quick service, this place has some really good stuff too, and it's very surprising to me because when you look at the menu, I didn't think it would be that great or that exciting, but when we went there and I had the bowl with the rice and the chicken, and it was very, very good. I like that you can kind of do it, you know, like a la carte. Pick your rice, pick your meat, or noodles or whatever. You know, pick your carb, pick your meat, pick your sauce, and it's pretty cool actually. And those little burger buns, McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? Yeah, I heard that they have the adult size back.
Oh,
now.
really? Cool.
I could be wrong, so if I am, just let me know. But I thought I had heard that you can get the adult portion again of those cheeseburger pods. Yeah. So you've got one more on your list.
One more, Flame Tree Barbecue. I love me some good barbecue, and you know they got some big old platters, and you know for a big fat boy like me, it satisfies.
Yeah.
You know.
And a lot of choices.
And a lot of choices.
And they have a lot of seating too. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to go to Flame Tree in the summer.
Right, because
it's so dang
it's
hot.
outside.
It's all outside seating.
Yeah.
But you know, this time of year, it's a great.
It's a good stop. It's a good place to go. Their sauce is good. The flavors are good. They have, you know, and now with mobile ordering, it's like
piece of cake.
Oh no, because before the only reason I didn't want to go there because usually there were lines, you know, out the front gate.
Yeah.
That were usually that.
Yeah.
So, but now with mobile ordering, you just order and come get it.
Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool. So my list again is just slightly different than yours. I still have a couple of the same. Yak and Yeti, Trolley Canteen, and then I added Tiffin's on my list. So I'll start with Yak and Yeti. Again, it's great. The service has always been great. We've had wonderful lunches there whenever we've gone. The menu is very similar to what it was, you know, before the shutdown, if it's not exactly the same. So still lots and lots of choices where some of the other restaurants have really pared down their menu. This one's still pretty good.
Yeah, and they
sizable.
have your favorite drink too.
Yeah, my favorite drink too. My Yak Attack.
Yep.
Yeah. Trolley Canteen, again, just like Bob said, it's very customizable. It's healthy. Lots of choices. So it's kind of like the Chipotle of Animal Kingdom.
Right.
But surprisingly, really, really good. And a lot of people really like Trolley Canteen.
Yeah, I kind of like I love Pandora anyway, so.
Yeah, so really, really good choice for a quick service. Again, just something different other than burgers and fries.
Right.
Yeah. And I put Tiffin's on my list because it's our favorite in-park signature restaurant. It's just like this oasis of itself. You walk in and you're instantly relaxed. The service is always impeccable. The food is always beautifully presented, always really flavorful and well done. They've got different choices. We really, really like.
Their menu's kind of shrunk too, though.
Yeah, their menu has shrunk, but if you want a dining experience inside the parks, I think Tiffin's is probably one of the best.
I would say it's probably the best in-park dining experience there is.
Yeah, signature dining experience. It is a little bit pricier, but if you have a couple of hours, you just want to chill out and have a really, really nice lunch or dinner before the park's closed, I would highly recommend it if you haven't been there.
That's the only reason I didn't put it on my list is because it's kind of it's more.
It's time consuming.
It takes time. It's, you know, a signature restaurant, you gotta have, you want time. You want time to enjoy it and to just soak it in.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
And you know, for me in the parks, every once in a while, well, especially in Animal Kingdom because it's hot, but it's
yeah, if you want to, especially when it's hot, it's a great place to go when it's hot because it's always cooler in there. It's a little bit darker. It's more relaxed. You can cool off and just. But I'm good to go any time of year. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Well, she wouldn't have to drag me kicking and screaming. I would go, you know, no matter what. So.
Yeah. All right. So that's it.
Yeah.
That quick rundown of our, 3 suggested places to go eat inside the parks at the moment.
At the moment.
Yeah.
The ones that are open.
Yeah, so let us know what your go-to place to eat is when you're in the parks. Do you guys like to go sit down and relax for an hour or two, or do you just like to grab and go real quick?
Right.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
All right.
Time to say bye for now.
It's time to say bye for now.
Okay.
Bye for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Also, hit the notification bell so that you know when we post. And please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed our video. We will see you guys next time. Hope you're having a great day.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.